Using Interwrite IWB software in your classroom, basic training course. Lines and arrows. There are a number of different lines and arrows that you can use in your IWB presentations. These are called B-lines. To access these, go to this symbol here. Then select the down arrow. You'll notice at the moment that a lot of them look pretty much the same, but if you go to the word Customize, you'll actually bring up each one of these. The first one is a straight line. You are able to make the line thicker or thinner if you wish, or change the color. The next one is actually an arrowhead. You can see it now as I bring the thickness up. Once again, you can change the color if you wish. This is a double-headed arrow. And you've got a series of dashed and dotted lines. This one has an arrowhead at the end. Double-headed arrow. A dotted line. And a dashed dot line. You'll notice that with the arrowheads you are able to change the style of the point, so it can be a circle if you wish, or you can change it to a square, or different pointed arrows. And you can do that for, in this case, this one, so you can have one with a circle and the other with an arrow if you wish. Once you're happy with the selection, select OK, and now if you go back to that down arrow, we'll see all those changes that I've made are now in place. What I need to do is just select the line that I want to draw and then simply drag it across the screen. Once it's on the screen, you can still manipulate it. Use your select object and tap on the actual line. You'll notice then that you are able to shift it into a different position on the screen. If you hold on to the white square, you can make it longer if you wish, or shorter. And you can also hold on to it and change the actual direction of the line that you're using. If we bring up the floating toolbar, you'll see that with this, there's the color. We can change the thickness of the line simply by holding that, or if we decide to, we can change the style of the line. We can also change the transparency, so at the moment it's 100%, but we may want to make it a bit lighter. So you do have a few options there with the floating toolbar. Another thing that you can use the B-lines for is to actually create lined pages. I'm just going to add a page to the presentation to show you how this is done. We're going to initially select the straight red line, and I'm just going to drag this across the screen. We'll then select the blue dotted line. You can set this up to suit yourself as to how many lines you want. So now I've got these 3 lines. I'm going to go down to Edit and Select All. You'll notice that I get 3 edit points. I can just pick one of them, and I'm going to group these 3 together. So now this is one whole thing that I can move along the screen. I'll go to the edit point, and now I'm going to clone this. And now I've got 6 lines. Once again, just go to Edit and go to Select All. We're going to group these and clone these. So you can see we've got half a page done already. Once again, Edit, Select All, Group, Group, and one more clone, and that should fill up a whole page. We're going to select All and go to Group and Group, and now this is one whole page. Now, instead of having to create this every time you want a line page, you are able to save what you've just done. The way that you would do that would be to go to the resource bank and go to My Library. We're going to select My Library and then go to the down arrow and select Add Category. For this, we're going to just call this handwriting, and hit OK. You'll see that now handwriting is now part of my selection. Once again, select it so it's highlighted, like that, and untick the box that says Auto Hide, and then simply drag this shape into this column. And you see there it is. So the next time I want to add this to my page, I just simply click and drag it across. I can edit this caption. So that I will know what it is each time that I use it. If you want a series of these pages, instead of doing this each time, what you can do is to go to the word page. You'll notice that even though this is the main page, it looks like there's nothing on it. You need to refresh the page, and then you can see that there is something on it. If I want to, I can actually clone this page so that now I've got 3, 4, I can have as many of these pages as I want in a row. If I need to, I can delete the current page, or I can clear the current page. So you do have a few options for this as well. And insert a page will just give me a blank page. The B-lines can also be used to label diagrams. So once again, select the one that you want, and if you use your color box here, we can change the color and then click and drag this to whatever part of the screen we want. Each of the words at the side is typed individually so that we can then click and drag this to the correct spot. Thank you for viewing this tutorial. For further information, contact us by email info@edis.com.au.